All right, everybody, I am back with a brand new DC update. I know you guys have been waiting, and we're going to look at a few things here today, and my best friend sent me a video today that I'm also going to share, which I thought was pretty well done, let's put it that way. I think you guys will get a kick out of it when I show you this clip. It's going to be on Instagram, and I'll show you that video last. But let's take a look at the little bit of DC information that has come out over the last couple of days. Now, I will finally have my movie and TV show update coming, hopefully later today, and the Continental review as well from the world of John Wick. The Continental has been bashed by critics, mainly because it has Mel Gibson in it, which I find to be strange. Like I said, if you're going to be a reviewer, you do need to disconnect yourself from the material versus the people behind it. Even though I don't care for James Gunn, I gave his Guardians of the Galaxy 3 a really good review because the movie was good. There were some aspects of it I did hate, but for the most part, it was a well-done movie. I don't see him running DC, though. So those are my thoughts on that. If you're going to review something, you have to look past your own prejudices against the actors and the people in it. And if you can't do that, you have no business reviewing anything. All right, now let's take a look at a few things here. So first up, from My Time to Shine Hello. Now, people tell me that this is my favorite Twitter person, Grace Randolph. That's who people claim this is. I don't know if that is true or not. But it says, sources confirmed that despite reports saying otherwise, Gal Gadot will be back as Wonder Woman for James Gunn's DCU. My thoughts on this? Reboot it or don't bring anybody back. We've heard this back and forth so much. Now, I do believe that Gal Gadot will probably be back. I probably believe that this report is true. But this will just show you the cluster, you-know-what, that James Gunn's DCU is going to be. And all this is going to do is remind the audience, for the people that love the Trinity that we had, that we're getting her back, but not the two other individuals. And I think that is a shame. And I even posted it on Twitter that they are ignorant for thinking that without Henry Cavill and without Ben Affleck back as Superman and Batman, that this would be okay to just bring back Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. But take it for what you will. I do believe at this stage that the other two guys did have a place in Gunn's DCU, but I believe they both turned it down. All the evidence that I've seen and what I've read and seen in their interviews and everything that has gone on, I do believe those guys probably had a role here, but they wanted nothing to do with James Gunn's DCU. And I believe that to the core. All right, now, this was sent to me on Twitter, and I had to share this. This goes to show you just how crazy the studio is with their marketing and how they will say anything to get people into theaters. This is all from James Gunn, and I don't think it's all James Gunn's fault. I do believe that the studio flat out lied on several different aspects, which I think they should be sued for. I really do at this stage. But these are directly from Gunn himself. When it came to Shazam, he said, first, we have Shazam, Fury of the Gods. Shazam has always been off kind of in his own part of the DCU, saying basically, hey, this is the start of the DCU. Hey, go check out Shazam 2. Then we had him say, the true beginning of the DCU, this is called Superman Legacy. Well, that's not what he said with Shazam. But then we had him say, the first DCU character for sure is Blue Beetle, right before Blue Beetle got released. So this guy, I have to laugh at all of this. This is who James Gunn is, guys. You can't believe anything that comes out of his mouth. I do believe that him and David Zaslav are two very similar individuals. They will lie and say whatever they need to try to get butts in the seats. It's not about the actual material itself. It's what they say behind the scenes to try and get people to go see stuff. And yeah, I just have to laugh at all of this at this stage. All right, so a lot of people have been asking me about the strike. And I do try to keep people in the loop on the strike all the time, just about on every update where we're at. I do believe this is going to continue into January or February. I do know several people who are in SAG-AFTRA, and they have confirmed with me that, yes, this is going to go for the long term. But it says the AMPTP's move to make a last, best, and final offer to the WGA is meant to signal to the Guild that the companies will not engage with further negotiation on the terms of the contract in any significant way, which means they're saying this is all we're going to offer you guys. You either take it or leave it, or we're walking away. And they have until later today, till the close of today, to respond. But I don't think that the WGA is they're not going to negotiate on this. There's too much on the line. People do not understand how AI is going to destroy the industry in the future. There's just too much at stake to let the AMPTP to bully them around like this. They need to stay their ground, basically, at this stage. And I do stand with the WGA on this. Now, this came across my plate, and I want to talk about what this is. And this is what you call clickbait, people. It says, DC producer confirms potential Batman-Superman crossover in the future. And they don't tell you who this producer is. They just want you to click on this to check it out. So I did, and this has nothing to do with the DCU. It has nothing to do with live action. This has to do with the Superman and Lois TV show, which I've only watched like 3 episodes. I haven't gone back to it. I didn't care for it. It was too childish for me. I'll stick to the Batman the Animated Series and the Superman the Animated Series and anything that's along those lines. It's just too childish for me. But this has to do with bringing Batman into season 2 of Superman. It's not Superman and Lois. It's My Adventures with Superman. That's what I'm talking about. My Adventures with Superman, not Superman and Lois. That is the live-action CW show, so you'll have to excuse me. I do make mistakes like that every once in a while, and I try to catch them in the video, and if I do, I will correct them, but they may get past me on occasion, and people like to go after me for that, which I find hilarious that people are that petty. But My Adventures with Superman, that's what this is, that they do plan on bringing in Batman into season 2, but it will always focus mainly on Superman. That is their plan going forward. So that's an update in regards to My Adventures with Superman. All right, so here's what I wanted to show you guys. My friend sent this to me as a message, and I had to check this out. And there, a lot of people do stuff like this, which I think is pretty inventive. But this one turned out really well. It is called Superman versus Thanos. And this is so well done, and it has a lot of meaning behind it, and the very last shot is pretty freaking awesome.
I will shred this universe down to its last atom. And then, with the stones you've collected for me, create a new one. A grateful universe. Rain fire! inevitable.
All right, so there you have it. I thought that was pretty inventive. I thought they did a good job with that. We'll see if Warner Brothers strikes my video for this. If they do, it's getting petty. But I thought that was really well done, had a lot of meaning behind it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway, all right, so there's my update for the day. I do appreciate the support, and we will see you on some upcoming videos.